He had
sold a lot of tickets for this fight.
His doctors told him as he was laying there in the hospital bed, you're either going to die or you're going to be okay. We can't tell you which one. Could you imagine being this gentleman's age with the potential this guy has and being told we're not sure if you're going to make it or not?
And how'd that happen?
He doesn't know. He just had a hole in his lung that was leaking air. You could hear it popping in his jaw and in his neck, he was telling me. And I know you guys got into this during your interview as well, Kyle. It was a very scary situation for Sukati Muay Thai's brightest prospect.
Absolutely, and we're glad to hear that he's doing well and he's capable of getting into the cage and fighting, because that's a severe injury. He could have easily been told you're not allowed to fight ever again, but luckily enough, he's able to get back in there, and here we go. But hey, this is the first fight of the night. Welterweight. This is gonna be a great fight.
Absolutely.
Two prospects making their debut, and a lot of hype behind both of these guys.
I am absolutely over the moon excited for this fight. When I saw it was announced, if you know these two gentlemen, you know the work ethic that they put in the gym, this could have been a main event somewhere.
Absolutely.
You know, and when I talked to Nash, he was very confident. He said he really enjoys Muay Thai, enjoys standing up. But he had said, you know what, if it goes to the ground, chances are they're not going to want to be there with me.
Well, as I said earlier, one of the highest ranked belts in Brian Beery's Jiu-Jitsu Academy. Speak of the devil, and here comes the Brian Beery phenom himself, Mr. Nash Hylton, making the long-awaited walk to the Cage Wars cage. Guys, he's had 2 fights fall out before this, one on a canceled card, one the opponent didn't even show up. He finally makes the walk, and when I talked to him this morning, he said, I feel weird, I don't have any nerves. Is this normal for me to not be nervous? I said, of course not, Nash. You're home now.
As you was walking around in the back of the tent back there before the pre-fight, he was like meditating, eyes closed, very relaxed. You could tell, very calm. So, once again, another welterweight I'm looking forward to seeing get in there and see what they can translate from the gym to the cage.
You know, and think about these young athletes. You know, this is a really exciting time for them. And just look, they have UFC-level referees in there with them right now. We got Kevin Mulhall in right now. Dan Murgliata is another referee here. You know, really the best of the best for these athletes.
Absolutely. You know, safety is number one for amateur fighters. We don't want them getting hurt. But for those watching on the TV screen, you can see Logan right now has the shin pads on. This is going to be a novice amateur rule. So there's no ground and pound to the head, and there's no knees to the head at all, either an amateur at all. So a little bit of different rules from novice to advanced amateur rules, but here we go.
And you know, that goes to the maturation of the sport. So many athletes got run out early because there was no novice rule set.
Yep.
You know, people took a bad beating and they just stopped training. So I really love the fact that it gives these athletes an opportunity to advance.
Like you said, these UFC-level referees make sure these guys are not putting any more damage or harm to their body that they shouldn't be taking.
Introducing first,
whether or not
the blue corner.
titles on the line.
He weighed in yesterday at 168.9 pounds. Representing Suit Team Muay Thai out of Albany, New York. Lights out, Logan Samarija. And his opponent across the cage, fighting out of the red corner. He weighed in yesterday at 169.4 pounds. Representing Brian Beery, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu out of Waterfleet, New York, the Avenger, Nash Hylton. And the man in charge of the action at the sound of the bell, Mr. Kevin Mulhall.
Here we go, ladies and gentlemen, excuse me. Kevin Mulhall is the third man inside the cage.
Much respect between these two combatants as they meet in the center of the cage. This fight is underway.
Hey, you're talking about respect, Ben. These guys talk on the phone all the way up until the fight. So I'm talking to interviewing Logan. He's saying how he's texting.
Nice knee by Nash. Very sneaky. Whoa!
Like a trip slam.
Nice sweep.
Logan Samarija looks really relaxed in there. There we go. Did he pull guard?
Yeah, unfortunately, Nash's hips are on the wrong side for that. Good job getting out from underneath for Logan.
And he's about to cross over to mount. Logan doing a good job trying to get back to guard, back to half guard.
Nash is doing a great job transitioning, taking the back of Logan.
We talked about his ground acumen. You know, Ben had brought that up in the beginning.
It looks like he's got the back here. We're not at the right angle to see if it's under the chin or not.
Yeah, it's a tough angle for us, but we can definitely see that.
Oh, it looks like he's got it.
Tight.
Yeah, that's
oh,
real
yeah,
tight.
it looks like he's got it here. Maybe not.
It's not quite under
it's
the
not
chin
under the
yet.
chin.
We've seen guys tap from the pressure on the jaw. Conor McGregor
Looks
versus
like he's going to
Khabib.
try to mount, transition to mount.
Yeah, that's a different level of strength, and guys have been doing it for quite some time. I know these guys have been in the gym for a long time training, but...
You know, and Kyle, as you mentioned earlier, for the folks at home, this is a novice rules fight, so they cannot ground and pound to the face, only to the body.
Looks like he's going to go for an arm here or something, potentially. It's about a minute and a half through the first round.
And Nash does a great job jumping back on and taking the back of Logan.
Both these guys seem like they're a lot higher level than debut athletes. They both seem so calm in there.
Nash looking for the back, transitions to the mount. Just keeping control.
Although Nash is doing a phenomenal job transitioning.
It's like butter in a hot skillet, just sliding through there easy.
Position over submission.
Good work in the body with some right strikes to the ribs.
Now, Will, if you are Logan Samarija, and I'm going to be calling you a lot for these types of situations, what do you do to get back to your feet?
You got to get to a hip. You got to shrimp. You got to push his hips. You know, anything but your back flat on the mat. But again, that's easier said than done when you have a very proficient grappler on top of you.
Mulhall warning Mr. Hylton here about the strikes to the head. At least that's what I believe happened.
It's really hard in those live moments
to
not hit somebody in the head.
Think about it. You're in practice, you're always training for the next level. You're hitting people in the head. And then you get in there in the first fight, and you're not allowed to strike them to the skull. Samarija, I think, is doing a great job right now, just kind of weathering the storm.
Nash just throwing those punches to basically keep that position and seal that round.
Absolutely. I would have loved to see Logan trying to, instead of just protecting himself, grab the hands of Nash and hold him, and try to tie him up a little bit. If you're in the corner right now of Logan, what are you saying to him to stop him from give him up your back and letting this guy who's very well skilled in jiu-jitsu?
Try to keep your distance. Work off a jab, work your teeth, keep it at a distance. You know, right now it's becoming obvious that Nash is a more proficient grappler.
Absolutely.
If I'm in the corner of Logan Samarija, I'm questioning his decision on putting me in the corner. Jeremy Hunt, Sukati Muay Thai head coach in the corner, giving instructions to Mr. Samarija. We've got James Carroll over here talking to Nash Hylton. Two very high-level gentlemen to have in your corner.
Thor.
I hope we get to see him back soon. I told him we need to have that hammer like we talked about.
Absolutely.
All right, here we go, round two.
Big smile on the face of Mr. Samarija. He's ready to go.
Kevin Mulhall is chasing the shenanigan girls out of the cage. Round two.
At least he's a gentleman holding the door for him.
You know, but again, that shows a level of professionalism with the refs.
Yeah.
You know, they keep it
Certain
moving.
amount of time, let's go.
Yep.
And here we go, round two, ladies and gentlemen. Touch gloves.
Is there a little bit of blood coming out of Logan's nose? It looks like it. Can't tell from my angle here.
Nice kicks.
Oh, he trapped that leg. He wasn't able to hold on to it, though. That was
Was
slick.
that a move on purpose?
Yeah,
That's why
he caught that leg.
It looked so awkward that when he got hit, I'm like, there was more to that.
I think he uses that to set up heel hooks, which are illegal here for amateur fighters. The only leg locks you're allowed to do as an amateur mixed martial artist.
Straight ankle lock, knee bar.
Yep, straight knee bars.
And straight ankle lock. Nice calf kick by Logan. Another nice calf kick.
Looks like they're starting to take effect, too, that last
I think this
one.
is where Logan really needs to be, stay on the outside. Throw those kicks and work the body.
It's that classic battle of foot position that they talk about all the time.
Nice left right there by
Oh.
Nash. Logan answers. Nice.
He's really working on that lead leg.
Oh.
Nice Superman punch.
I knew this was going to be a fun fight.
And down
Another
he goes.
takedown. There
Good
we go.
job
What
by
is,
Nash.
what is that, 2 for 3 or 3 for 3?
I think that's 3 for 3.
Yeah. You know, he did so well was keeping those hips nice and tight to his chest. And was able to just drag him right down. You can
He's
see
looking.
Nash.
He's looking to pass that guard.
Yeah, doing another
Almost there and a
slick
half guard.
transition.
Yeah, I was going to say maybe setting up an arm triangle here on the transition if he goes over to the correct side.
Logan was trying to use
not.
his feet to pull Nash's legs out, but Nash just did a great job getting to the side.
Side mount for Nash Hylton. See what he can do with it here.
Was he kneeing to the body there? It looked like he may have been throwing a couple of knees to the body, which are
Looking to isolate that left arm of Logan.
Looking for that Kimura. He's doing a great job smothering him, not allowing Logan to get up.
Well, he's making Logan react to him. So even if he didn't go for that arm lock,
Absolutely.
he's
him
making Logan
think
know
about
it's
it.
there.
Yep.
He's dictating the dance.
Yeah, absolutely. Like we mentioned before, the best position for Logan is on his feet.
I know that was a lot of fun back and forth on the feet. This is where Nash is obviously most comfortable. You go back to that, I believe he's a purple belt or a blue belt under
Nash
the
using
Brian
those
Beery.
knees to the body very well.
Not enough people use those knees to the body. Can't throw a knee to the head in amateur, but to the body is definitely allowed.
That's why side mount is a great position in novice rules. I mean, really in any MMA fight, but especially novice rules.
100%.
Half guard is great in full rules because you can ground and pound to the face.
Even better in pros when you got access to elbows.
Oh my goodness, yes. 10 seconds.
Great round for Nash. Nash Hylton. Great takedown and just controlling on top. Is going to definitely favor in his way. In the judge's
Look
eyes.
how wide Nash's base is
Yep.
in that side mount.
Absolutely.
Not that I believe either one of the rounds we have seen are 10-8 rounds, but what do you think would constitute a 10-8 round in this fight?
A lot more.
A lot
work.
more damage.
Yeah, I think Nash would have to be very active on top.
That
Just
was
pummeling him.
he controlled him for a majority of the round, but there wasn't a ton of damage. It wasn't.
It was like a strike here.
And Logan had some really good
Yeah,
moments on the feet.
Definitive 10-9, though, in my untrained opinion for Nash Hylton.
Yeah, you know, I've seen some crazier things because, to be honest, Logan, I thought, did a pretty good job throwing those low kicks and then went to attack to the body. So it all depends on how the judges see that, but I think that takedown was enough for Nash Hylton to steal that round and go 10-9.
That's going to be a 10-9 round. I mean, again, anything can happen, but right now, in my eyes, this is
Absolutely.
2-0 Nash Hylton.
Agreed. We're about to get round 3 underway.
Big
Logan
smile.
smiling. Yeah.
What a madman.
The Viking.
The Viking versus the Ninja here is what we were talking about. This fight was going to be.
And if you're Logan, I think he knows he needs a finish right now.
Well, I know Jeremy's very honest with his fighters, so I'm sure he's clued him in.
See, he's looking to catch that kick, return with a hard right hand. He's much more aggressive right now.
Logan's nickname is the Lights Out, so let's see if he can.
Oh.
Oh, he almost went lights out.
He's got that beard, though.
Yeah, the beard gives you a little extra cut.
Nice flurry here from
Protection and
Samarija. Defending the first takedown here tonight.
It's a good job by Logan. I would have loved to see his hips get a little further away, but good job defending that takedown.
Interesting choice, though, for him to not take a dominant position. It seems like you said, he knows he needs the finish, and the best chance for that to happen is here on the feet.
I'll tell you, Nash looks a little tired right here.
Absolutely.
He looks a little tired.
Oh,
uppercut,
that
Logan.
was flush. Oh, wow.
Can he capitalize here?
Nash looks like he might be hurt from that uppercut still.
Oh!
Great job by Logan. Lights out, putting on the pressure.
He's got to avoid this takedown.
Yeah, he's got to get his back
He's
away
got
from
to
the
avoid
cage.
this takedown. He's got to get an underhook.
I think this is the worst position for Logan to be in right now. Circle away and get away from the cage.
Oh, he takes Nash down to the back here. Let's see if he can capitalize on this dominant position.
Nash fell down to the back.
Yeah, he just kind of
He
hanging on.
he wants to be there right now.
Oh,
Well, yeah, you
absolutely,
finish
but,
out the next half of this round,
Yes.
you got an easy first win.
I'm saying he's hanging on when he went down with him. Hold on to that
Yeah, oh,
back.
yeah.
And now look at him. He's got him in full guard. Nice
Interesting
shots.
for
And
him
so
not to
again,
stand.
even if Logan wins this round, chances are he's still going to be down 2-1.
Oh, absolutely.
And Nash is very aware of that.
We got a minute 10 left on the clock. He's got to get up and get off the canvas and allow his best skills in striking.
See, and that's where he's going to posture up. You see Nash grabs the back of the leg.
But it's very hard to push someone out, and there he goes. Great job using the strikes to get out.
Kevin Mulhall going to step in, get that tape cut. Oh, no, I guess not.
You got 50 seconds left in this third round. Let's see if he can get a knockout. It's like you said, Nash is up 2-1. Oh, big uppercut again.
He hit him with like a hammer fist style strike.
Logan has to give Kevin Mulhall a reason to stop the fight.
And that was, that was a bad effort on defending the takedown. He didn't stuff the head, didn't get his hips away.
But
now
at the
he's on
same
his
time,
back.
he knows he had to go for a kill. 30 seconds left. You can't fault him.
No, you cannot. But that comes with experience in the cage. It was a great job by Nash to get that takedown and hang on as we got 10 seconds left in the fight.
Nash inside mount.
Like he's hanging on, but you're in dominant position.
Yep.
There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to have to agree with you, Will and Ben. The 2-1, I'm giving it to Nash Hylton.
Well, we'll find out momentarily, gentlemen.
29-28.
I would agree 100%, 29-28. There were no 10-8 rounds. I'm sure we will see a couple later in this evening, but there was none in this fight.
Give Logan Samarija a lot of credit because the way that fight started, it
was not in good shape for him.
No.
Second round, he kind of started off pretty strong. Nash got that takedown and just owned him for the rest of the round, giving him that round. And then third round, Logan really picked it up. Kind of took advantage of Nash Hylton's. It looked like his tank just emptied out. Yeah, fatigued out. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Nash Hylton in the red corner. Logan's in the blue corner. We're going to throw it up to Mike Falvo in just a moment for the official decision. And Ben Field will be in there for the post-fight interview with the fighters. To be honest, wasn't really the debut I was expecting from them. Not that I'm not taking anything from them. But what I'm saying is I liked the way how calm both those guys were in. They weren't like panicking in any real position. Logan, while Nash is trying to put in a Kimura, he didn't panic. He just continued to defend. Like obviously first fight ever for both fighters. There's a lot they can learn from this fight. And I'm looking forward to seeing them get back in there.
Oh, absolutely. Especially because, as you mentioned, it's their first fight, and it's only going to go up from here. Both these guys have a ton of potential.
Absolutely. We're going to throw it up to Mike Falvo for the official decision.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, let's have a round of applause for one hell of a fight. And now, after 3 hard-fought rounds of mixed martial arts action, we go to the judges' scorecard. All 3 judges scored the fight 29-28 for your winner by unanimous decision. Out of the red corner, the Avenger, Nash Hylton.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Nash Hylton with the 29-28 on all 3 judges' scorecards with the victory. I'm going to throw it up to Ben Field for this post-fight interview.
I am here with your winner, the Brian Beery phenom himself, Mr. Nash Hylton, delivering on all the hype tonight, man. How do you feel after finally getting to make that debut?
That was a lot of fun, man. I got to say, that was a lot of fun.
You seem a little tired, man. That third round, you seem to get clipped a few times. How much trouble were you in there from that uppercut? Because that looked like that hurt.
Mental fatigue more than actual damage, I would say.
I would have been snoring before I hit the mat if I got that uppercut, man. You got one hell of a chin. Do you want to be back in here for January? Do you got a date on mind or what?
I got to spend some time with my lady, but maybe after that we can get back in here.
I know I'm looking forward to the second fight. Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Mr. Nash Hylton.
There you have it, ladies.